Hello there. Welcome again to another lazy live show where we teach you AutoCAD in a way that is more productive so you can stop wasting your time. As always, we show up here each Sunday at 10 a.m., and that is Pennsylvania in the United States time. So if your time is important, consider joining us each Sunday. So, as always, I'm gonna start reading some of your comments before we start today's presentation, which is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna pick one of your questions and then answer you live, right? This is a way for me to help you with your questions, right, regarding AutoCAD, so you can simplify your life, right? You don't want to work in AutoCAD and doing things in the long way, right? So let me jump right to the chat, and Dropout Engineer or Patel is on the chat. Says hello, sir. Hi, Patel. Thank you for being here today. As always, I like. Hopefully, you are doing great, my friend. Xiomara is also on the chat. Hi, Xiomara. Happy to have you here as always. We have, I guess, a new folk right here. Says listen command. Do you know any other programs except AutoCAD? Uh, so yeah, definitely. So for people who don't know me, again, my name is Irving, and um, yeah, so I'm in the architecture field. So some of the programs that I use is of course AutoCAD, but we also use Revit in architecture. That's Autodesk, also another Autodesk program. For 3D renderings, we might use Lumion. We might use Google SketchUp, and there are so many different programs, right, in architecture, but those are just a few that I can mention right now. Kumar's on the chat says, "Good morning, Master Sir." Hey, Kumar, happy to have you here as always. Uh, so, our friend Patel says, "Hello, Pankap. Hi. Uh, hello, Dropout, sir." Our friend Joshi Palmer. I think you're new, Joshi, right, to the live streams. That's great. He says, "Hey, from Israel." Whoa. Hey, happy to have folks from all over the world, right, to join our live streams. That's great. That simply means either YouTube or Facebook is recommending our live streams to more folks, right? That's great. So I am in Pennsylvania in the United States, if you didn't know that. But that's awesome. From Israel. Kumar says, "New look, sir." Hi, Kumar. Yeah, I mean, these are just glasses for the computer, right? So your eyes can relax. Jeff Wallington says, "Good morning from Tampa." Hey, Jeff. Happy to have you here as always, my friend. So hope you are doing great. So Dropout Engineer Patel says, "Sir, look different today." Yeah, again, they're just the glasses, I guess. Joshi says, "Yes." Oh yeah, I mean, you're new, right, to the live streams, Yoshi. That's great, man. We are here again each Sunday at 10 a.m., and so you can always join us. So before we again, we're gonna have a lazy question show today. For people who don't know, a lazy question means that I go through my email, Irving at lazyarquitecto.com, and I have many questions from you guys, but I pick one of those email questions and I bring it here, so I can do an entire live stream to try to help you, right? um, so yeah, so we're gonna do that today. We also have we're gonna have a giveaway today, so stay tuned for that. And the giveaway is gonna be to win a free pass to our next week's private meeting, the Lazy Micro lazy macro live stream, right? It's a private live stream that we do with our YouTube members right here, but I always like to give you the opportunity to join for free, right? So stay tuned for that if you wanna again get a free pass to our private live stream for next week. All right. So we're gonna give you the details later on. So let me start getting ready right here, so we can start doing today's presentation. All right. Okay, so let me share my screen. Entire screen. Okay. Um. Oh, so before I forget, we have a new patron, guys. So that's awesome that you guys are um supporting our work, right? So let's welcome our new patron for this week, Blake Smithson. Hey, Blake. Um, Thank you very much for supporting our work on Patreon. So I really appreciate that, right? So that simply it's a motivation for me, right, to keep showing up, keep doing what I'm doing right now, which is again trying to share all of these ways to make your life easier when we work in AutoCAD, right? And for people who don't know, Blake, you now have access to the following things, right? So you can now go to our let's see if you can see my screen. So now you have Blake access to all of our AutoCAD files, so you can download them as you need it. You can also download all of our blogs that we create on the channel, right? um, and also our macro commands, of course. um, Again, you can access all of them from our Patreon page now. So thank you very much, Blake. So for folks that are interested, again, you can support my work in this way on Patreon, and you can get access to all of these benefits, right? One of the benefits that I find people like the most is the ability to quickly copy our macro codes, right, from our Patreon page and simply create their command quickly. All right. So let me now jump to the presentation for today. Right. Let's see if you have questions. You can put your questions on the chat, by the way. Our friend Douglas Michaelis on the chat says, GM, whoa, a new look. Awesome. Hey, Douglas, happy to have you here as always, my friend. I like that you are consistent with the live streams. Each Sunday you show up, and that's awesome. I'm very happy for that, my friend. Duke says, welcome, Blake. Yeah, Duke, you are also a supporter of our work. So thank you very much for that, Douglas. Um, all right, so let me start getting ready over here, guys, because let's see, where is, okay, let me start getting ready over here. Mm, okay, oops, all right. Give me 1 second, guys. I just trying to get ready over here on my second screen, and our friend Amish. So, okay. All right. All right, guys. So let's start today's presentation. As always, you can interrupt me at any time, right, during the presentation, because I like to make this as very interactive, right? Otherwise, I'll just, like I always say, I'll just record a video, right, and just be myself talking all the time, but here I like to make you participate, right? Because there are folks that have so many years of experience working in AutoCAD, like our friend Douglas, our friend Rachel, and many folks out there. That's why I like to all of us work together and make this presentation. All right. So let's start again. We have today's lazy question. So from our friend Amish, and Amish says, please, I want to know how I could download blocks online and insert them into my AutoCAD. That's such a great question from Amish. That's why I picked this question for today because I believe it's going to help so many folks out there. So let me share my best tips and tricks on how to download blocks and get it into your AutoCAD system. So let's go and let's do that. And what I like to do here is first open a empty drawing, a brand new drawing, right? So what I'm gonna do is open a brand new drawing again from my AutoCAD um, interface here, and I'm gonna pick Imperial Architecture just because I'm in the United States and Imperial is my unit, but you can pick different templates right here: Imperial Mechanical, Metric Architecture, and so on. So again, we're not doing anything special here. What I like to do is simply open an empty drawing to start utilizing the tools from AutoCAD. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here online, right? And simply say download blocks, right? Download AutoCAD blocks, something like that, right? Again, so there will be many websites. Our friend Amish, we're trying to help you, right? All of us together live here. So there are many websites here that we can utilize to download blogs. Let me see on the chat what websites do you use to download blogs? Douglas, Joshi, Jeff, Patel. Maybe you have some preferences, right? Again, it's just to to know what are some of your um, preferences. But while you do that, I'm gonna go and pick this website right here, catblocks.net. So what I can do here is start getting some of the blocks that I need. Let's say, for instance, I need all of these furniture, right? Maybe I'm doing a floor plan, a residential floor plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on these furniture blocks, and then I'll have many different ones. I'm gonna get these beds cat blocks, right? So here we go. We have this file over here, and we need to find the link to download this, right? So it's right here, it says download cat blocks. So I'm gonna click on that, and immediately you'll see that I'll have the file right here. So what I'm gonna do now is go into my um, Windows Explorer folder right here. And here is the zip file, right? What I like to do here is, of course, extract all of them, right? By right clicking on it and say extract all. And then, of course, I'm gonna say extract. All right. So the folder is right here. What I like to do next is, this is a very important step, is to relocate my folder, right? So I'm gonna use the Control X on my keyboard because we don't want to leave this important folder under our downloads, right? Um, some some Windows systems might automatically remove your downloads every once in a while, your download files. So that's why I'll go to my important folders and go to a folder I like right here, and I'm gonna simply um, create a new folder, right, and say something like blocks library, right? Like so. Again, this is a personal preference. You can name your library as you wish, but the important part here is that I'm gonna simply paste this with Control V, and here we have the blocks that we downloaded it. All right. So what I like to do here is I'm gonna cut again this file using Control X and go back and simply paste it right there so I can remove this empty folder, right? All right. So next, what I like to do next is share a few tips on how we can bring these blocks efficiently into our AutoCAD system, right? So, but before we do that, let me go to the chat and see if you have any questions so far. Let me know in the chat. If not, we can continue. All right. Because again, we're doing all of this live. So isn't that great, guys, that we can get live feedback, right, from each other, which is awesome. That's what I like to do, these live streams. Anyway, so if there are no questions so far, let's keep moving. All right. So again, I'm gonna show you two ways on to how to bring these online blocks into our AutoCAD system so we can reuse them in all of our drawings, right? That's the final goal here. We don't want to bring some of these blocks and just be able to use it on one drawing, right? Okay, so let's keep moving then. So what I like to do next is let me explain you the first technique to again bring our blocks, and is by using the DC shortcut command. So the DC shortcut command, again, it will bring us our design center palette right here in AutoCAD. And what we can do is go under a folder, right? Our under our folders, and find the file that we just downloaded it, right? So for me, it would be under Arquitecto AutoCAD, and then blocks. Remember how we named our um, our folder block library, right? So I'm gonna open that up, and here is the file, right, that I can bring into my AutoCAD environment. In this case, this first option would be utilizing the tool palette. All right. So again, there are many ways to organize your blocks, and I'm gonna simply explain you two, so I can help you. All right. So the first thing is that I can select into my folder or file, sorry, right here that we just downloaded it. Remember, guys, it's right here. This is the file. And what we can do here is if we right click on it, there would be an option, guys, to say create tool palette. And this is the option that we want. So if we select on it, what's going to happen is that AutoCAD is going to immediately create a tool palette for us with all of the blocks on this specific file. And that's what we want. It's right here. Look, guys, it says 0101 cat and so on. So if you can see my cursor right now, AutoCAD is doing its thing on the background, right? It's working for me right now. So I don't have to manually insert my blocks one by one into my tool palette, right? So again, this is a very efficient way to bring any online block into AutoCAD, right? So let's give it a couple of seconds. Again, if the cursor is behaving in this way, it simply means that AutoCAD is still working on the background. So while we leave AutoCAD do its thing, let me go to the chat because we have a comment. And our friend Yoshi says, I have a question. How do I make the file I made always open AutoCAD. What do you mean? The file I made always open AutoCAD, Yoshi? If you can maybe give me more details, right? So we can all understand and try to help you. That would be awesome, Joshi. So let's go back right here and we can see that our cursor is not moving or anything. So that means AutoCAD finished, and we can see immediately on our left all of our blocks that were automatically created in this tool palette, right? Which is great. Again, so all we can do now is, of course, close our design center of palette by clicking close, and we will be able to have our blocks like so. So we can simply now click to start using our blocks, right? And we will be able to insert them quickly like so. Awesome, right? So again, so the names here, of course, would be how the file that have all of these blocks were named, right? For instance, if I open this file, right, and we can see that these blocks, were named with a random name that we don't want, of course, but that's one of the disadvantages of getting blocks online, right? You'll have to rename it accordingly. But of course, if these blocks will have the right names, AutoCAD will be able to recognize it here. Now, of course, we can right click and say rename and start renaming some of these blocks, but that's all up to you. So that's again the first way. Let me stop the first way to bring blocks into AutoCAD. And of course, let's do a final test, which is what happens if I create a brand new drawing, right? Will I be able to utilize these blocks? So let's test that out. So I'm going to open a brand new drawing, and let's see. So I'm going to insert maybe this block right here. And great. We can see that we have no problems inserting any of these blocks into any drawing. So that means it's already in our system, right? So we don't have to worry about missing blocks or whatever. So let me stop now and see what do you think about this first method, and then we will proceed with the second method, which I think is my favorite. So yeah, it's my favorite. That's the method that I use, and I'm gonna explain it to you in a moment. But first, let me jump to the chat to see if you have questions so far. What do you think about this first method of downloading AutoCAD online and get it into your AutoCAD system? Let's see. Joshi says, sorry for the English, made a file that is full of blocks and everything. I need one that every time I open AutoCAD, it will open on that file I prepared. Oh, great. Yeah, sure. Joshi. So for that, you are gonna need to use templates, right? Let's see if we have a video about templates. Shoot, no, I don't think we do have a video about templates, but maybe I can explain to you how to do that quickly, Yoshi. So what you'll have to do, Yoshi, is save as your drawing, right? You said you have a drawing full of blocks, right? So what you have to do is, again, if this is the drawing that you want AutoCAD to open always with, you can do the Control Shift S, right? And here we will have an option for AutoCAD. Let's see over here. Drawing templates, drawing standards. So here it is. AutoCAD drawing templates DWT, Yoshi, right? And you can see if you do that, AutoCAD immediately, when you select that um, option for template, will immediately open the path, the correct path, right? So you don't have to manually find this path. And you can see that template is right here, the one that we picked, Imperial Architecture. Remember, we picked this template 2 times today. So yeah, you can of course rename, let's say Yoshi template or whatever. Again, that's all up to you, but this is just to give you um, an example. But a good tip here is try to don't use spaces when using most of these AutoCAD files, just to help AutoCAD to quickly find this information, right? As you can see over here, AutoCAD is trying to do that also. So once you save this, right, and you can give it a description, of course, Yoshi, that's all up to you. I'm gonna click OK. And now there is extra step here. Let's see if I can remember that extra step. That extra step. Um, so the next time, of course, that you create a brand new drawing, you can see that you'll have the Yoshi template right there to open that up. And here we go. That's how you always will start with all of these blocks, Yoshi. So let me know if that helps, Yoshi, and hopefully that will answer your question, my friend. A dropout engineer says, move from ortho on, let's see, but ortho not working this macro command. Uh, Dropout, I believe. So you're asking about a macro code, right? Again, when talking about macros, and for people who are new to our shows, we have plenty of macro commands here that we created on the channel, right? So it's right here, our lazy macros playlist. And again, for folks that are new, macros are simply a quick way to put together a series of commands and activating with one single click, right? For instance, if every time we want to clean our drawings, we use the purge command, we zoom extend, we maybe use the audit command, and we use the save command, and then we close our drawing. Those are 5 commands or steps that we need to use. And you can imagine, if you have to do all of this for many projects, that would be a lot of time. So that's where we create a quick macro command. We added all of these 5 commands, and then we can, with one single click, perform all of these 5 actions or commands, right? So that's the idea of macros. And our friend Kumar was asking something related to macros. Says drop out, CC, move from. So you're trying to, again, it's a little hard for me to do this live and try to figure it out live, right? Because that's where we have an entire live stream for macros, right? That we kind of help each other. But again, what I'll suggest for you, dropout engineer, is stay till the last. Till the end. So maybe you can win a free pass for our next week lazy macro show, right? That's where is the best way for me to help you, because we have only there are a few people that we can help each other and try to test macros here and there. So that's where I'll suggest dropout. Joshi says, amazing, thank you. Hey Joshi, I'm happy that we are helping you today. All right, so guys, if there are no questions, let's jump to the second technique or tip on how to bring online blocks into your AutoCAD system, right? So let's do that together, guys. And let me now How I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna close all of these drawings so we don't get confused, right? So let's start getting organized right here. So I'm gonna close all of these. All right. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is for this second method, I'm gonna create again a new drawing. Uh, and I'm gonna use the Imperial Architecture drawing. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, of course, I'm gonna erase this palette because this was just for example purposes. Anyway, so what I like to do here for this second method on how to bring AutoCAD or online blocks into your system is to utilize the um, the block palettes. So if I use the command insert in AutoCAD, it will bring up the blocks palette right here, right? So we're gonna use this palette for the second method, and this is the one that I use actually. For me, it's quicker, it's simpler, and it kind of keep my blocks organized, right, in a better way. Let me show you. So what I can do with this blocks palette is I can go under libraries right here on this tab, and there is an option right here to bring my library. So I'm gonna click on it, and of course I'm gonna utilize the same blocks that we just downloaded, right? So we don't have to waste time. So I'm gonna go to my folder, which was my block library over here. It's right here, blocks library. And here it is. Here is the blocks that we downloaded it online. So I'm gonna simply click open. So AutoCAD is gonna do its thing. Let's give it a couple of seconds and boom, you can see how quickly AutoCAD brought those blocks right here. And again, I can utilize this now. So let's try to maybe insert one of these blocks really quick, and I'm gonna click and insert it like so. Isn't that great, guys? So what I like about this blocks palette feature is that I could keep adding quickly other set of blocks, right? If I download maybe plumbing blocks, I can quickly open them again, and I will be able to pick the correct folder again and find my blocks quickly. Not only that, but these will have more features such as the ability to search for a block quickly, right? For instance, let's see if there is a good name for this block. So let's say mat. So let's see if I can type that out, cam, and boom, you can see that I will find my block quickly and more efficiently, right? So that's just one advantage of using the blocks palette, and we did an entire video about this palette, so maybe you can watch that later. But that's how you, my friend, will be able to bring your your online blocks into your AutoCAD system. And again, if I go and maybe have a different drawing, right, a brand new drawing, let's say I'm gonna, of course, you will be able to utilize also your blocks. So let's test that. And here we go, guys. So that means these blocks are really inside our system and we can utilize it on all of our drawings. All right, so let me now jump to the chat, see what do you think about these two methods of bringing online blocks into your AutoCAD system. I want to hear from you now, guys. So let's see. Let me go over here. Let's see. Of course, we're gonna have our giveaway in a moment. So hopefully you can win a free pass for our next private meeting, right? So good luck with that. But first, let me read some of your comments, see what do you think about these two methods that I just went over to try to help our friend? Our friend was a misach. And of course, if you want to be featured in this lazy question live stream, right, all you have to do is join our newsletter or our email list. Right, the details or the link is gonna be on the pinned comment, and then you can just send me your question, right, and I will be able to pick that and answer you live like today. So let's see. Our friend Douglas says dropout engineer. Douglas, our friend dropout, his name is Patel. So yeah, you can, if you want, of course, reference to dropout as Patel. I believe you have to change the the slash to forward slashes. Are you referring to um no, Duke, are you referring to give a pause for a command, or what are you trying to do with these slashes, my friend? Duke, maybe you can clarify that, my friend. Are you trying to suggest Patel to use this for pausing, right? Is that what you're trying to say, Duke? Because if that's the case, um, let's say Douglas says his macro question earlier. Um, oh yeah. So Duke, no, the the right slash to give a pause for a macro command, to give a pause for the user, right, to perform a click or something like that, is the first slash, the back slash, not the forward. My friend, maybe you're just getting a little confused. um, all right, so let's see if there are more questions. um, if not, I'm gonna go ahead um, and start our giveaway. All right, we can start our giveaway, and for that I'm gonna simply ask an easy question, right? An easy question about myself, right? Because um, I like to know how much you know the lazy arquitecto. So a question that I like to ask, and again, um, just put the answer on the chat, right? And the first person who answered this question correctly is gonna win a free pass, right, for our private live stream for next Sunday at 10 a.m. again. And what I'll suggest here is Douglas. I don't know if Martin is on the chat. Um, Dropout, I think also you. Like for people who are already supporters of our show, right? People who are already member, maybe if you can leave, I mean you can participate, but I want people who are new to the live stream, right, to try to win this, because you, Douglas, and other folks are gonna be already on our private lazy streams because you are members, right? So the question again to participate is very easy. Just put on the chat the answer, and is in what field I am. Again, in what field I am, meaning in what job field, right, or professional field. Am I an electrician? Am I don't know, an engineer? So just put your answer on the chat. So let's see who can win um, a free pass for our next. Uh, uh, so again, guys, so just put your answer on the chat. What in what field I am? Am I an electrician, an engineer, a plumber? What's my field? Right? It's a personal question, but I like to ask these easy questions just to get to know me a little bit better. Um, so again, if you want to win a free pass, just put on the chat in what field I am, and you will be able to. Um, Maybe I can put it in the chat. What's the Lazy Arquitecto professional field? Here we go. That's the question, guys. To participate, again, to win a free pass for our next uh, private meeting or private live stream. What's the lazy architectural profession field? Am I an engineer? Am I a plumber? Our friend Jeff says dancer. I think you're referring to our um, countdown timer, right? Where we have that music and you can see some of my moves. But no, I'm not a dancer, Jeff. um, our friend. Oops, the question. Let's see. Okay. So again, that's the question. Very easy, guys. Just to give you some hints at the beginning of today's presentation, I said, "Hey, um, I'm into the blah 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 field," and so in the beginning of today's live stream, I told you, Joshi says, architectural designer and AutoCAD. Yes, that's the answer, my friend Joshi. I'm into the architecture field. I'm an architectural designer right now. And of course, I'm working into the steps to be a licensed architect. So I can call myself an architect, right? Um, but I'm not there yet. There are 3 steps to be a licensed architect here in Pennsylvania. So those 3 steps are get a bachelor's in architecture, which I already got, which is right here. And then the second step is to have more than 3 years working in an architecture firm. And then the final third step is to pass 6 exams, right, from the state. And I already passed one, guys. So we have 5 more to go. But yeah, I'm very excited to get that. But Joshi says architectural designer. It says USA's. Nice, Jeff. Comedian, says Duke. Pampai player, obviously. Rachel, you didn't say hi today, my friend. Architectural designer, the dreamer profession. I thought that was our friend Duke when he said he, he said his life was a dream. Anyway, our friend Joshi, congratulations, my friend. You are the winner for a free pass for our next week private live stream, right? This live stream, it's only for members, right? For people who support our work. But I always like to give these free passes for folks that are interested, right? And this is not only about learning AutoCAD, but these private meetings is a way also to connect to other folks, right? To other professionals in the industry. I know our friend Rachel is a civil designer. Douglas also is an architectural designer, and they're gonna be there because they are members. So Yeah. So Yoshi, Yoshi says, "Yay!" Um, all right, guys. So congrats to Yoshi again for winning. Let's see if we have some final questions for today, guys, before we wrap up today's presentation, which was awesome. I have so much fun today. And oh, I didn't see our friend Martin today. Duke, Rachel, have you seen our friend Martin? He's always here. I don't know why today. Maybe I'll send him an email, see how he's doing. Oh yeah, so that's people who are for people who are new. That's the way we communicate here in our small community, right? Via email. If there are some um, updates or whatever, maybe I'll change the date of our live streams or whatever. That's where I'll send an email to all of you folks and keep you updated, right? Updated. So if you wanna be part of that, just sign to our email list. I'm gonna put the link on the description. Just join our email list and you will be always updated with the latest information regarding the Lazy Architecture, right? Um, let's see. Let's read some of your final questions before we wrap up today's presentation. Joshi, where are you from, my friend? I would be interested. Oh, wait, you said Israel. Yes, sorry. Yeah, Israel. Um, Yoshi says, how it works? What should I do now? That's a great question, Yoshi. Thank you thank you for reminding me that. So what you have to do is, of course, send me your email, right? Because I need to send you the link to join our next week private live stream, right? Um, so the easiest way is just join our email list. Um, mm, and again, I can show you really quick. So yeah, I can show you. Let me show you to you right now. It's quick, so we have time. Joshi, let's see tutorial. All right, so you are seeing my screen now, Yoshi. So if you go here on our channel, of course, the Lazy Arquitecto YouTube channel, you'll have here a couple of links, and if you click on it, oops, that's my website. Sorry. So if you click the three more links, you will have join our free newsletter right here, Joshi. So you can simply click on it and then, of course, put your email and sign up. And that way, I can have your email and send you the link, right, to join our next Sunday private meeting, Joshi. But great question. Thank you for reminding me that. All right. Douglas says, don't see Martin. Yeah, that's what I was asking, my friend. Yeah, Martin is always here each week. I don't know what happened. Definitely, I'm gonna send him an email, right? Just to ask how is he doing. Hopefully, he's doing great. Hopefully, because last week he mentions he was a little sick, right? He was sick. I remember he was in the hospital or something like that. Yeah. Yoshi says, how do I enter what I want? Yeah, so I just explained you that, Yoshi. Um, so I'll send you the link so you can just click on it and join our private meeting, right? Rachel says, hey Douglas, feel like. All right, guys. So let me stop right here and it says Douglas says, yes, Rachel. He had COVID. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So he was telling that, right? Hopefully he's doing great. Definitely, guys, I'm gonna send him an email, and maybe next week we will have Martin here also. All right, guys. So that was great today. I'm gonna leave you guys with our tunes, right? Our tunes. Yep. So and thank you to all of you guys for assisting to this live stream. And I'm gonna see you here next time then, right?